Stranger Things, the new season is almost upon us. Would you like to role play in a world where you could play someone like Eleven? Maybe you'd like to play Mike or Will or maybe Eddie. Well, there is a role playing game out there. It's a very British one that will let you do that. And today I'm going to show you and I'm going to sort of give you an overview of it. That is this book here, A Bit Odd Innit. Welcome to Top Dice. My name is Adrian, and we're going to take a look at this role-playing game. And welcome to Goreton, A Bit Odd Innit. This basically is Stranger Things, but in a very British setting. The core system is one dice, and I'll run through that very briefly in a moment. But this is the book. It was a Kickstarter that was released quite recently, actually, and it's from Cake Bread and Walton, written by a variety of different authors and illustrated as well throughout by, again, some really top artists, which I'll run through in a minute. But one dice role-playing game, very, very simple. It's as it says, all you need is just a single D6. So let's have a bit of a deeper look at this. Right, well, here we go. We've got the we've got the opening page here. The basically the four piece for it. Pete Cakebread was the lead writer. Chris Newton as well, and Graham Brand contributed. We've got Ian Stead, who has done some amazing work for Traveller and various other things, and also Gary Buckland as well. David Powell's also added some extra art in there too, and it really, really does make it a quite wonderful sort of game. This, as I said, it's quintessentially British, but it's so Stranger Things, it takes it to another level. Right, well, let's carry on and look through this volume. Right, the one dice system. This says it all, really. It's a six-sided dice is the only dice you actually need to play the game. And when you want your character to do something that's risky, such as have a fight, climb, the games master will give you a target number and ask you to roll the dice to beat it. You roll a number, that is the six-sided dice, it'll be between 1 and 6. You might get to add a bonus to that as well. That often happens. And what you rolled, including the bonuses, is compared to what the target number is. If you equal it or beat it, your character succeeds in what they're trying to do. So basically, it's a D6 roll high system. Very simple, very speedy, and it really does sort of lend itself perfectly to new players and also experienced gamers as well. It says that if you fail, you may need to spend some stunt points to save your character. Stunt points are a bit like hero points. You can call them various different things. Everybody's got some of those at the start of the session, and you can actually use those to improve your rolls, do some really cool stunts, as it says there, or actually avoid disaster. So it's very simple, very quick, very easy game. The actual rule system itself, I'll just sort of show you. It's what, one, two. It covers as your various skill list, and here we go. Your target numbers are there. How to perform. Having an advantage, what that actually means. So sometimes, basically, you'll get an extra bonus, or sometimes, if you've got the disadvantage, a penalty to your dice. Healing, yeah, it's real world, so it can take a while to heal unless you get something magical, which could happen. The combat system, we're up to page 21, and it's really, really nearly done there. There you go. 23, and that's basically it. Now, there are spoilers from this point onwards. I'm just going to run through a few bits and pieces actually in the next part, but that is how easy the system actually is. You've seen how few pages the actual rules actually are. I've used this myself. I've actually created several games and co-written several games based on one dice, and for me, it is an absolutely excellent entry and advanced level game that you can just pick up and play. Character creation takes 5 to 10 minutes tops, and you're off and you're running actually in the game. So if you're going to be a player, stop and end your play now. Okay, stop the video, no more. What we're going to sort of see is now for people who are going to be running the game. So, warning given. I'm going to give you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So, what actually is Goreton? Goreton is a small English British village. Now, I'm going to be setting mine in Wales, on the Welsh borders, so it doesn't actually sort of need to be in England. It can be anywhere in the world actually as well. You can use what's actually sort of in here and take it wherever you want. You want to go small town America? That's absolutely fine. If you want to place it in other countries, again, the core system actually really works. It's looking at a description of a place with areas of interest for the players, the characters, to actually go and investigate and find out what's going on. There's quite a lot of folk horror mystery involved here, but again, it's quite easily adaptable. Goreton itself, right? Well, there's a bit of a background to it as we actually sort of go. It's goes back to prehistoric times. There's strange standing stones there. There's a conical hill, and with the slopes ringed by further earth terrace. There's a ruined abbey on top of the Tor. So, a bit Glastonbury-ish. There's links to all sorts of different legends, from Arthurian legends, Roman Britain, and dating back even further. And it works really, really well. There's a bit of information about where in the world it actually is there and how you may transport it around. And it is very, very easy. You get the maps, and then you get into the actual core book itself. Now, this is aimed at playing kids of middling years, so maybe lower sort of high school, possibly junior school, and using them as your key players to advance the mysteries forward. A lot of the adults in the game, the NPCs, non-player characters, are quite oblivious, it seems, to what's actually going on around them. But kids, they're quite intuitive. They pick up on things, and this is a story for them. Although you could play an adult if you wanted. If you wanted to play a local police officer or a teacher or someone like that as well to help support the kids in their quests, that is so easily done. It's very, very adaptable. So the village, there's all sorts going on. It's got some strange cults happening. You've got there we go, Cult of the Goreton Giddy Goat. You've got adverts through the book as well, which I quite enjoy. So there you go. Meet Raffle at the Druid's Head. The Druid's Head is the pub, and there you go. There it is, the pub. You even get there you go, at the side there. You actually get a traditional British pub menu, complete with prices, so you know what to expect. And should any action take place in the pub, there you go, you've got it. You could make the pub possibly, I don't know, you could even sort of make it one of the kids' family homes, and they live there, and they hear lots of stuff going on. There's gift shops, police. A police hut, so where the police sort of hang out. Your mobile library, that's something that's quintessentially British, but I believe America sort of does that as well. So you've got a mobile library where kids can pick up all the really interesting books and information about Goreton and the area. If you don't want to use the name Goreton, that's absolutely fine as well. You can basically call it anything you actually sort of want. The information in here is so solid. There's so many locations that are actually covered. You're just getting a brief impression actually of them there. I do love the artwork as well. I'm going to sort of flick through. So you've got character sheets as well. They're done like school reports, and it gives you some idea of what the kids are actually sort of like and where they're around. There you go. There's the school yearbook. So there's a few of the characters, the pre-done characters that you can actually play, and it gives you some information there in the character sheets as to how to actually run these. But very, very interesting and fun little game. This. You've also got, again, there's a community board. Now, I would strongly suggest that you set up, if you're running this game, your own community notice board, get yourself a cork board, start sticking stuff up there and bring it out for every game session. Um, Put new stuff on each time. So get those pins out there. Maybe some bits and pieces will end up stuck at the back, and over a period of time, they'll become more interesting, the various notices there. But it's a great way of actually sort of doing this. There's a bit of an adventure there. I'm not going to sort of look at that or highlight that at all in any way, shape, or form. So you've got all sorts of things going on here. You've got typical sort of, I suppose, Lovecraftian horrors. You've got Mygo, Shoggoths, etc. You've got ghouls, deep ones, quite Lovecraftian. But you've also got other things such as werewolves, scarecrows, poltergeists, living stones, that's stone rings that will move around. You've got your traditional animals as well. We've got wolves in there as well. Who knows? You might decide that the stone circles open up to past times, and every so often, people and creatures and objects can pass through. A bit like a famous Scottish TV series or book that's out there and has been for a few years. Police constables, research scientists, folk magic. So you've got magic system in here that you can actually use as well. You've got literally everything you actually need to play and run in Goreton or whatever you decide to call it. And it's so Stranger Things. It's just unbelievable. I just love it. It's an absolutely fantastic book. Peter Cakebread, who's the lead on this, I've known him for quite a few years, and he is a very dedicated gent who really puts time and effort into what he's writing. Go support this, pick a copy up, and then you can do your own Stranger Things your own way, whichever way you actually sort of want. So there you have it, how to play Stranger Things with the British Edge, and how to actually run a game in that style. That book has it all. So please feel free to click like, click subscribe, join the family. I do this because I love the hobby, not because I'm actually sort of wanting such things, but every single person who watches this makes it all worthwhile. Thank you for watching if you've lasted this far, and I'll be back with a stack more unboxings and reviews over the next few months. And do keep your eye on the channel. We have a regular show with Alan. Chris will be joining us again soon. There's quite a lot going on, and if you're a member of the Facebook group, please comment and state that you actually are. You can get involved as well. So if you want to be involved with these videos, it's a community channel. It's for everybody. Do come and join us. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you soon. Keep rolling those dice. Goodbye.